All right, let's see where we're at. We got 4 days, 15 hours remaining in the season, and we're at 1769. That's going to be rough to get 1,600 more spots higher. Guess I just didn't play enough this season. Thought I was going to play more maybe than I actually did. Let's go, Caden. I don't know how much higher I can climb in the ranks. I don't know if I can get the top 100. I'm hoping I can go. Jets could. That is this one says 2183, so I don't still don't understand how the friends leaderboard is different than the actual rank on the division one, but okay, like whatever they say.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at
Penn State's roster is okay, but without their quarterback's out for the year, I think. No quarterback, no coach. Ohio State should definitely win that game. Penn State might come out motivated, like with the way their season has went, just trying to steal a big win. But Ohio State's probably gonna they're probably gonna be a 17-point favorite, maybe even a 20-point favorite. But I might say Penn State might cover. I don't know. It depends what the spread's gonna be.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
Yeah, World Series is tonight, 8 o'clock. Taking the Dodgers.
Good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return here. He got it to the 30.
I think Dodgers get it done against Max. Max is a little old. He did play for the Dodgers. I'm not sure that's going to be beneficial to him at all during the game. But maybe, I don't know if he knows any of those guys like that, where he's going to know tendencies. But
from the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Kyle Tucker is going to be the big fish this year, that's for sure.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
10 for 475. That's a big contract. Although he's good and he's performed in the playoffs, so could be worth it. I don't know what his age is, though. Is he worth that going forward? Probably at least for the next couple of years. But for 4 years, it's not a terrible thing. Better center fielder. What's his name? Hit a bunch of home runs this year, though, right? Yeah, but Grisham hit a ton of home runs. Like, he hit a ton of bombs this year. Grisham, he used to win, he won a gold glove before, I think. wish there was some way you could set up your subs before you got into the game.
Now this time,
It might even be voted for already.
Allen gonna run with it. And seeing no
They might have
options,
done
he
it
just
already and just not
tosses this one away.
leaked it or announced it.
Now that'll bring
But
up
usually
second
they
and
announce those awards after the season, I think.
When he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it?
These are
That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
well, they didn't say out for the season. They said out indefinitely. He might be back for the playoffs.
Allen gonna audible to a different look.
That'd be nice.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Yeah, he's gonna be out. He's gonna miss the whole regular season though, so that's gonna be a little rough.
3rd and 8. Allen to throw once more. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have a Bills first down.
Yeah, they are right now. I don't know if that's gonna last for them, but
That's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence.
I hope they go on a big slump.
Tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor, yeah, he had some giant holes to run through in the last game too, though.
They run
Like,
for the first time with James Cook.
yeah, he's been a great bounce back player this year, that's for sure.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground.
4 yards combined the last 3.
We often talk about where they take a good first step.
Yeah, I mean he's really been killing it, so I definitely agree with you there.
Feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time.
If they do, does that eliminate Baltimore so they can get... Oh yeah, you're trying to... Yeah, that makes sense. You want all the bad teams to win. You want your team to lose.
They are looking at a second down.
I almost got a penalty on that play. Freaking Jets winning. Bro, they should... That annoyed me.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by Kincaid working the middle of the field.
Pick the Bengals. It's actually good. Yeah, it's actually good for the Bills though because the Bengals are obviously they have more wins than the Jets. So.
Defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
What? Did he? No way.
Toss play effective. Leading down here near the goal line.
And you're hoping the defense commits too many men.
There's no way he said that.
And that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they
He might have said it and been looking in that direction, but I wouldn't think he actually. He might have said it because he was mad. He might have been like, ah, and just said the words, but I don't think he was saying it in relation to DK. That would cause a lot of tension between them. Ooh, he almost blocked
And
that.
it's 7-0 Buffalo.
They gave me the slow kick animation and everything.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And all deep in his his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns.
It's the H2H, baby.
About 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Prater for the extra point.
It's all about the timing, because usually that H2H is terrible. I just timed that one perfectly as he went right across. And our linebackers just got decent hit power. Jets play Patriots in 3 weeks. Let's go Jets, baby.
In the landing zone. This will come out to the 20.
Single back.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Yeah, I don't know when can they, but when can they flex? There's a certain, they can't flex all the time, right? I don't think they can flex the whole time.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, there's a certain time you can, a certain time you can't.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. If that's what it is, I believe you, but I don't know. I don't know what week it is.
Well, these guys have definitely played in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball.
The one against the Dolphins they had earlier.
Maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
What do you mean, 2 left? Yeah. Dang, all year, neither one has a primetime game? That's probably a good thing, to be honest with you. It's not like they earned them last year.
Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So go back boost pulls.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Throwing here, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Do I not have a guy right there? It's not like he bossed him or anything. The guy just didn't react to the ball.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit, and they get one right there.
I can't see from that angle. He's swatting at the ball.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
18, watch out.
I know.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I don't know, right? Sometimes they get crazy dive tackles, sometimes you dive and you don't get the tackle at all.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners get a
What is that celebration?
final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just
I've seen that one before,
needed something before half.
but I haven't seen the first one.
Now still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour.
Is it a thing?
Camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Dang, I thought they hit
And
that.
that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to go with some throws as well.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't. I thought that was going to be in the end zone, so.
There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Allen going to run with it. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run.
Keep rolling.
Keep rolling.
What?
All the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Our own guy.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Allen to throw it. Touchdown! Keon Coleman, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Purdy. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down.
When it's not one-on-one coverage, they said they adjusted that, but when it's one-on-one, it's still kind of look glitchy, I would say.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And in maneuvers moving forward for
In my humble opinion.
2nd and 6.
Oh dang, that's crazy.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
From the 39, Purdy. This is Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go with McCaffrey.
Good play.
Bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
I don't think he was going to run it.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing on the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, sometimes the blocks are too good. But you see how there was 2 people there, but because there were 2 people there, he dropped it. For the update, that would.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I just dislike that the defenders never know the ball's in the air.
Got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
Like they don't know shit.
Here we go. Yellow. Yellow. Up.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
They do understand the run though. Like you could look how Milano reacts to that play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Purdy. To the end zone.
Why is that not a pick? He throws the ball right to me. God, they've been making me drop a lot of picks the last couple days here.
You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come
Like,
away with nothing.
what are we doing?
Especially tough
Exactly.
in the third of the field where he threw that one. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he should catch that one.
Also a drive that spans all that time.
But my guy is standing there guarding someone else, and
But your defense,
they're just like, nah,
they actually like
that's
these
okay.
long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Good game.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt.
Thought he was leaving.
Long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
He was leaving, just not by quitting. I guess he turned his game off or pulled the plug. Now, as soon as someone's about to leave, I always say, "Good game." Especially when they're not on the mic. Like, why aren't you talking? I guess he could just be in a party. Let's see. 1548. Let me check fantasy hockey real quick. There's only a couple games of hockey going on tonight. Good thing I checked. I didn't have my people in. I do fantasy on pretty much everything's on Yahoo. I have my fantasy hockey on Yahoo. I have my regular redraft fantasy football on Yahoo. I have my dynasty fantasy football on Yahoo. I accidentally joined that fantasy basketball league I was telling you about. I don't even know how I did it. I hit some button on the bottom of the app at one point, and I just magically joined a basketball league that I didn't even know I was doing. All of a sudden, I was up, and I was talking to my buddies when they were driving back home from the Atlanta Monday Night Bills game. I'm talking to them on the phone. It pops up with a notification on my phone, and it's like, your league is drafting soon. I was like, what league? I'm not even, what league are you talking about? And then it was fantasy basketball. So I named my team. I joined this on accident. I should see how. Oh, dude, I'm in second place after week 1. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that. See the orange? That's my team. So I joined this on accident. LOL. And somehow I'm in second place after week 1. I mean, I did the whole draft. I tried. It's not for money or anything though, unfortunately. And I don't like that it's not week. It's not daily. Like my fantasy hockey is daily. So I can play everybody who's playing. This is weekly. You got to set your lineup at the start of the week. So if somebody's hurt, like it says Embiid is sitting out Monday. So I have Embiid. It says he's sitting out Monday. He's got 4 games this week. So do I play him, hoping he plays in the other 3 games? Jaylen Brown, questionable for Monday. So I have Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brown, Giannis was my first pick. I took Giannis over SGA. Um, Embiid, Julius Randle, former Knick, and John Morant. And then on my bench, I have Hartenstein, uh, Cam Thomas from the Nets, Michael Bridges, and Drew Holiday. Um, I could maybe play Hartenstein instead of Embiid this week because he's going to play in 4 games, but he doesn't play as much. Although he did the first 2 games, he played 37 minutes apiece. See, this is tough. Now I got to think about this. Do I risk Embiid? I could put him on my injured list, and then I could put in Hartenstein, I guess. Brown, it says game time decision, injury management. Celtics may hold him out as a precaution. So if he doesn't play, I still might play him because he will probably play the other 3 games this week. If I bench Brown, I could put Morant in his spot, and then I could play any of my other guys. Drew Holiday, Bridges, or Thomas. Who's available in free agency? Um, Somebody dropped Nemhard from Indianapolis. I could pick him up. He's a game time decision too. Maybe I'll pick up that Aaron Gordon dude from Denver. He had a great game that one game. Who's most rostered? Suggs, Nemhard, McCollum, Gordon. Kind of like Gordon. I'm gonna pick up Gordon. Throw him on my bench. Stash him. I guess I'm gonna risk Jalen Brown. I'm gonna leave him in my lineup. But I couldn't risk having 2 injured players playing, or not playing, I should say, this week. Um, Speaking of NBA, what do I want my NBA parlay to be tonight? Let's see what's going on here in the NBA. Sixers at home against the Magic, but if Embiid's out, that's not cool. Cleveland and Detroit, I think they both played yesterday. The Hawks at the Bulls. Do I take a road team? A road favorite? Houston Rockets against the Nets. Houston's got almost no value. Maybe we'll do let's do 20 points from Kevin Durant. That's got more value than the Rockets to win. Toronto against the Spurs. Yeah, I think the Hawks will probably win too. OKC at Dallas. OKC is a pretty heavy favorite. There's a lot of games on tonight. Portland at the Lakers. Well, this one is on FanDuel. They're giving me a no sweat $5 bet every day, pretty much if I want it. So I can just apply that, and then if my bet loses, I get a bonus bet to use later. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Denver at Minnesota. Ant's out, right? So I think if Ant's out, am I really going to go with... I think I'm going to go Denver. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a solid little wager. And Joker's been disappointing me with points. Is that even worth it? That's not worth it. I'm going to leave his points off. Let's see here. We're going to get back to Madden after we place this. I'm going to take the Hawks, too. I'm taking the Hawks over the Bulls. Alright, so here's what we're doing. We're doing Hawks over Bulls, Kevin Durant for 20 for the Rockets against the Nets, Joker for 8 rebounds and 6 assists, and Denver to win on the road against me. I'm taking 2 road teams, well, that's a little scary. But with a no sweat, we're going to do it. It's a little risky. Okay, I'm going to post that on the Twitter. Ed Oliver posted on his Instagram, "I'll be back just in time to play for it all with the ring." Ed Oliver tore his bicep in Carolina. Hopes to be back for the Super Bowl if Buffalo can advance that far without him. But he doesn't necessarily mean only the Super Bowl game. He's saying maybe the playoffs too, I guess.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York.
Aw, man.
Half of the AFC East ready to square off. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo Bills.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Moore with a return.
Just a play like that.
And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second and 3 now. Pressure coming. It's Allen. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to.
KC on Sunday.
First and 10 at the
425.
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Alpha.
Get the fullback involved here. Good in the whip there. Looks like about 6. Making the stop that time. Taron Johnson.
I know. I hate when they even say that when you get in a game like that. They're like the Bills versus themselves.
Yeah, fullbacks, not running backs. They were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or 2. He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
I know, she's so annoying.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they're going to down by contact as they've got it.
You came out and tried a scum kick right away. You can't complain about anything. Come out here playing scummy. Yeah, you come out and doing scum kicks from the start. This is how you get to play the game now. You did the scum kick. Because you don't act like you don't know why you did that. Don't act like you don't know why you did that.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Because you're trying to steal a possession on a scummy ass kickoff that my guy can't field. It's exactly. It's not an onside kick. You can't onside kick. You can't onside kick at the start of the game, obviously. Yeah, correct. You're doing the scum kick. You didn't even kick the ball off straight. You literally did the scum kick. Is that not called the scum kick? Is that not called the scum kick? I'm trying to talk to you too. You want to talk? We'll talk. Is that not called the scum kick? Now you don't want to talk. Gotcha. Now he's mad. He's mad because of the way I'm playing, but he tried the scum kick right away. The scum kick is annoying too because the players won't field it correctly, and then it backs you way up, and then sometimes you can't pick it up right. He wants to kick it off like a hoe. I'm gonna play like a hoe.
By that defensive front who contained a play, it typically goes for a whole lot more.
I don't do it because it's scummy.
So we're through 1/4 of this.
I don't do it because it's scummy. Because I don't want to because it's scummy. It's scummy. Which is why it's called the scum kick.
In just a moment.
You're right. You didn't, but you could have. Then leave. I might. I don't care. That's okay. That's okay. I don't care. The game will be over fast too because Bills are Bills, and I don't want to do that shit either. So that's fine. I don't care. I don't even care if I lose, bro. I don't. It's Madden. Shit happens. No, I'm not. I'm not just gonna leave. You're the one that's complaining right away. I could. I didn't say it didn't matter. I am playing the Bills. You think I'm gonna just give you the? I'm not just gonna give you, and clearly it matters to you. No. You're right. I am wasting your time. You're right. I am wasting your time. Correct.
Consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
Maybe next time just kick the ball off like a regular person. You sound like a female. You're the one literally crying about this, bro. You're the one crying.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for Brock down at the opposing 37. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a run that's home. Sheet, you see a bigger play on the ground later on. Largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills hoping to take a lead going into the break. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Broke out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Oh, and how well he's slinging it this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion. Brian's perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook.
You know, kid, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Not sure why they'd want to keep a rush for no gain, but that's what we just saw, Brock. They've declined the penalty.
You know, kid, there's times as a parent, right, you want to teach your kids some tough lessons, but I don't think I've ever seen that on a professional football field.
Running it after the penalty. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. This is brought in by Coleman. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills get their first points of this game just before halftime. Josh Allen, the touchdown! And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress.
I know, right, Caden?
Cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners,
It's
it might have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Just annoying. Like, I kick the ball off, like the person who kicks the ball.
If they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
Like, you know, teams do. Not try to kick it short where people can't field it.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Allen taken right to the air. As the open man downfield. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert. 56, 56.
Back to throw it. It's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout.
57-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an
Is that what it showed?
this second half. We've got a touchback.
What do you mean by that?
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
I didn't even see that.
Allen setting up to throw. Big strike downfield to Coleman. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Do I ever play the Patriots? Yeah, of course.
Right away in half number 2.
Of course.
Keon Coleman, the touchdown.
No, it's not a terrible amount of time, but sometimes.
A couple different ways now. You can win on the flat route. You can
Right.
just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills push their lead to 3. Now Prater on to send it away.
Look, he kicked the ball.
Moore with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
What? Oh. I almost didn't even know what you were saying.
They'll try the right side.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Dropped by a first down.
No, I see what you said.
No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Alert!
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making
Of course I'm doing it now.
I'm still doing it to this day.
Yeah.
And he gets back to the line.
I am.
No more.
I am, because the way you started the game wasn't just going to change midway. You changed it that time. Nice. An hour ago. An
He's
hour
trying to
ago?
find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go.
An hour
He
ago.
could get back to the line before that defense closed in.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Why are you so
Let's
mad?
go here, Allen.
Why are you so mad?
Brilliant player off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Yeah. I have to try to. I had to try to find that excuse right from the open kick. It was so hard to try to find that excuse.
Here's a dive up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him.
Like I said, he's mad this Bears lost. This Duke Huntley. Duke Huntley made the Pro Bowl, man. According to you, he's the best backup in the league. That's what you said, Caden. You said best backup in the league. Those are your words, not mine.
It's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Allen. Brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. New set of downs for him at the 38. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Not sure why they'd want to keep a rush for no gain, but that's what we just saw, Brock. They've declined the penalty.
You know, Ken, there's times as a parent, right, you want to teach your kids some tough lessons, but I don't think I've ever seen that on a professional football field.
They'll run here following the penalty. He's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. That's more of a catch out left. That's a pickup of 9. That's good for a Bills first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Now a toss play. Davis. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills down by only 3. 2nd down now. They need 7. Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Bills first down.
Now come up on 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And they find them in for just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Throwing now.
Good pick. Good pick, man. Good pick. Oh, you're so mad. Oh, you're so mad. But you won. Why do you have to be mad? Why are you so mad? You're mad? Why are you mad? Oh, that's okay. You can waste it for 30. You can waste it for 30 seconds at a time. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. For 30 seconds at a time. I might even use my pauses too, just to waste your time.
They decided to air it out in pursuit of...
Now I'm wasting your time. Now I'm wasting your time. Yeah, I did. I lost a game of Madden. I lost a game of Madden. I lost a game of Madden. Mhm. Yep. Yep.
Touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity to look.
Says the guy who did the scum kick at the start of the game.
But once you get, you have to finish with points.
That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock. And might see them burn a timeout.
Yeah, I threw a pick. That's what happens. Madden, you know. You're literally so mad. I think you should see a therapist or something. It's just a game, bro. I know. Even winning, right? He's mad that he's winning. That's crazy, isn't it, kid? You crazy.
One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out.
Right? It's crazy.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll motion a tight end left. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Nah.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Done. 319.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that
Peace out.
defense chooses to
Have a better
extend
day.
one of its final 2 timeouts. So it's the Bills who come away with the win.
He was so mad, bro. Won a game and was so mad.
Or they have a rough day putting points on the board.
He was so mad. Should have blocked someone. Yeah, I had to. That's okay. It's mad. I would do that same thing again to him if I played him again, because he came out in the scum kick. He came out and played scummy. That's what happens when you do the scum kick. You know, he's not in the top 100 right now. I don't think so. GB. I mean, it's just annoying when you play people who do the scum kick, you know? Like, just kick the ball off. I would have done my subs. I would have played the game. No, I think he had a badge on there, so he might have had it last season. That little badge thing is something you can add on. Yeah, you can. I think if you make it, you can use the badge. Yeah, it could have been from previous season. I gotta post my NBA bet. Give me a second, bro. Gotta hit the bathroom. All right, Caden, we back. Let me finish posting this. Did they update Brown? Oh, he's healthy. So I guess I'm leaving him in my lineup because he's healthy. So that's cool. But Embiid is still out. So dang, Washington doesn't have their kicker or their quarterback. Yeah, maybe till the end of the first, maybe till the end of the till halftime. I would say probably till halftime. Um, why does it still say I got this dude in my lineup? That didn't work. What? PS2 might be on. What? I love the PS2. That was such a good console. Who are you talking about? Patrick Surtain, the second? Okay, PS2. Yeah, I have heard that nickname before. Alright. Yeah, that dude was so mad. Then he was mad I was running the clock. Well, maybe he just kicked the ball off like a normal person. And then he was mad that he obviously wasn't mad that he won. He was very happy he won. But he was just so he was like, oh, and then he kicked the ball off regular to me in the second half, and then he was mad I chewed the clock after that. He's like, look, I kicked you the ball normally. I'm like, so you still did the scum kick to start the game? Try to steal a possession on literally some scummy stuff. That's why they call it a scum kick. Oh man, I forgot the Atlanta Hawks hashtag. Atlanta Hawks. I don't bet on them enough. True to Atlanta. I will jump in and play another game. Bro, where you going? Oh shit, I deleted the picture on accident. Alright, delete it.
Everyone looks settled in for some football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got an entertaining one in store for you. It's the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara.
We didn't let me use the jersey one?
Isaac Olinda to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion.
Here we go, here we go. Yeah, you. Go ahead, go ahead.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey.
I got stuck.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in Brock and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Get set, get set. 18!
First down throw by Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down, ball at the 36. Now try it right with McCaffrey. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Making a tackle there, Joey Bosa.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. No look there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
I'll air it out on third. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Purdy trying on fourth down. Buys time, rolling right. Going deep here for the end zone. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They've got first down from the 31.
56, 56.
Sending him on the dive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. Allen slides to a stop there with enough for the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Send it out wide to Samuel. Has a hole left, room to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Not a lot of process interesting time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Fast now to kick this away. Moore with a return. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
53. Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow. 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 Yellow.
Purdy throwing here. This is reeled in by Jawan Jennings. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
You know, kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Heads up. Heads up. Yellow. Yellow.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And apparently he sees no other option than to get rid of it on what is the final play of our first quarter. We're to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range.
Yellow. 18. Watch out. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Brought in close to the 8. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Every tight end worth his salt and wanted this. Really crave man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Looking inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. Intercepted in the end zone. Taylor rapping to pick that one off.
You know what?
Dang, he was mad. Everybody's always so mad. Alright, so they've got both these games on at the same time, so that kind of stinks. Can't watch both, but.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens.
So they just won't let me wear the rivalry jersey anymore now?
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we
Okay.
go here in the inner harbor. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he's down.
I'm not a huge fan of it anyways, but it is kind of
The
annoying.
offense will take over.
Yeah, why can't we just get a game there? It's good. Like not. Something broken with it. Why do uniforms gotta be broke?
Now the first carry for King Henry. Henry hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Matt Milano there to stop him.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Henry. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Karen Johnson.
Seen it not better than Biggest.
So these, Mike, are the body blow games. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing right away is Allen. Moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 8. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one,
We dropped it again. Why are we just going to drop everything today? Ugh. Both of them are tight contested catches, but come on. I'm going to drop all of them? Jeez.
Is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and depth fit. He's able to bring him down for a no gain. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he trips speed.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. This one's incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. A run, this is Gilliam. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Bills with the early advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On the ground, this is James Cook.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosions.
And he's into the end zone. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Mitchell. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Pistol formation with Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 18.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson, and that is incomplete.
I really want to play on DraftKings tonight. Oh, King of the Courts for tomorrow, I think. Or this is for the King of Place on NBA players 10/28. Yes, tomorrow. Okay. Not a big fan of that. Live bet on the Commanders and Chiefs. Oh, the game is live now. Man, this hockey one's gonna expire soon. Alright, well, I'll do that later.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go from Arrowhead. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, he finds Worthy. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes.
Oh, dang, that's a ton, bro. Where'd you get all them from?
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he's not going to outrun the defense. They push him back out of bounds. A loss of a couple.
It's a secret. You watching the World Series right now or not?
It allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
But here we find that
it's 1-1.
sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Motion man is Rice. On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey.
Yeah, there's only been 2 games.
They pick up 27.
It's only been 2 games, bro. It's 1-1 after the first 2 games.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Right back to Kelsey again. And he will get into the end zone.
We could tackle. Well, you were told wrong.
He gets it to go. And the Chiefs will
Sorry,
take a
your source was not trustworthy. As the Canadians would say, sorry.
So now it's Butker following
The Toronto Blue Jays Canadians fans would say that they are sorry to hear that it is not the case.
On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Dang. You got people lying to you out here. You think he did it on purpose or no? No, okay. Maybe.
Allen gonna throw to get things going. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
In fact, they have to change my pass protection link. It says those are going to. Dang, because he said I accused him of maybe lying to you on purpose.
Never gets old for Matt Series and never gets old watching him. This World Series go with the Cubbies and 2012.
Okay, this is all.
One big thing to watch is he's that one side he's got in baseball. If he's not here, does the core of this baseball, there's the breakdown. He's going to look at that fastball, kind of upshoot, good backspin with the four seam, and then finish up the
Allen going to give this to Davis. He'll manage only a couple. Jabari Connor there on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap.
We're talking about that meme thing that's going around.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side. Kincaid. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds. A yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
This breaking ball sits there right there.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identify the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Exiting the pocket right. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this.
Alert.
Throwing again is Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Right.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And third down coming up. The RPO is complete, and he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from
Come on,
the
Mookie.
start. And this is
Well,
something
might drop.
defenses want to force
Nobody's gonna get
offenses
that.
to
Damn
do.
it.
Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
To throw again, Allen. Thrust to his right.
Bro,
In trouble.
why is he so much faster than Josh Allen? He's got the same speed.
Their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with the third down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Hooked. And forget the pylon. He's not even close. He's going to be run out back at the 4.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Design run here for Allen. And he will take it in himself. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. So let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He's inside the 40. A terrific run, finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. A Big one there to start the second half. 41 yards. Play action now, and here's Allen. Forced to his right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes, and they catch it in stride and run a hole for the defense? So, well, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike?
Don't take Mounjaro if you're allergic to it, or if
Dang,
you
he just left?
family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. I can do diabetes differently. With Mounjaro, pay as little as $25 per month. Ask your doctor about Mounjaro.
When you grow up out here, you learn to tell facts from fertilizer. I keep my boots clean by rolling with AT&T, you know, the company that invented the telephone. AT&T's America's first network, and it's still the best. That's not me talking. That's the scoreboard. Just the fastest, most reliable network. Ain't that right, Graham? When you compare, there's no comparison. Plain talk, strong signal, nothing better.
The Geico Gecko, I'm like speechless. I love how I say $9 and I switch my car insurance to Geico.
Yeah, you really do get more with Geico. Oh, Geico just makes things fast and easy.
And their customer service reps always know just what I need.
Did you just,
Is she allowed to do that?
she's mad with power. Get more than just savings. Good.
What's up, you guys? What can I get you?
It's good. 2. Go for 2.
How about the 2 for $25? You get 1 app and 2 entrees, like our new grilled cheese cheeseburger.
Applebee's 2 for $25. 1 app and 2 entrees. Play the Fox Super 6 MLB Playoff Challenge. Download the Fox Sports app right now and enter for free for a shot to win your share of $20 grand in cash prizes. See the Fox Sports app for details. As Bo Bichette leads off the second for the Blue Jays. And takes ball 1 from Tyler Glass now, so Bichette's back in the lineup. Game 1 of this World Series is his first action since September 6th. When he injured his knee, he had a hit and a walk in that game. He came off the bench in Game 2. John Schneider was saying we don't want to run him into the ground. When normally a guy misses that much time, he's going to have rehab games where he plays a couple innings at a time and builds up. The more measured approach, bringing him back here. Can't play off. 2-1. I'd imagine he would have the day off tomorrow and then back in there against Blake Snell. They'll get whatever they can out of the guy who is second in the majors with a 3.11 average this year. And even though he missed the last month, he had 94 RBIs. That was the most on the team by 10. Even on a team that has Guerrero, Kirk hitting in the middle of the lineup, it's Bichette that was their best run producer. Well, he still has the approach at the plate where he's trying to launch and hit hard early, and then he goes into a 2-strike approach later with 2 strikes on him. Right now, it should be a hard swing. It's a line drive base hit to center field. The chef of the first hit of the day for the Blue Jays. That leads off the second. Well, what's interesting about Glasnow, as hard as he is to hit, he is. There's not a lot of chase. Hitters don't swing. They're one of the lowest swing percentages against him, mainly because a lot of his fastballs are up and in and out of the zone, which creates a lot of walks. But if he gets ahead of you, then you get the chase and then follow up on his curveball. Yeah, so he came on the air talking about how he's the hardest guy in the league to get a hit against. But you mentioned the walks, the highest walk rate in the National League. Downstairs with the first one to Dalton Varsho. Can the Blue Jays be patient enough to exploit that? Because this is a really aggressive team. It is an aggressive team, but you can already see right now that any fastball they get close to the zone they're swinging, they're kind of laying off the breaking ball when it's starting in the middle of the plate because they know it's going to break down. These Blue Jays have just put pressure on pitchers from the jump throughout this postseason. Leadoff man on again right here. 2-1 on Varsho. Fastball's up is what a lot of pitchers been trying to go to Varsho. But if you don't get it up above his hands, then he can hit it hard and find a gap on you. Over in the first game of this World Series, 0-4 in Game 2. On a 2-1, Varsho takes it high, ball 3. Glasnow's falling behind both guys in this inning, 3-1. Same thing here. He's going to be looking for a pitch middle to middle in, right down the middle where he'll let it go. Otherwise, he can get to a 3-2 count. First, oh boy. Everybody's confused. Varsho's throwing his back, but Shed's wandered off to the base, and he's out. He thought it was ball 4. I think we all thought it was ball 4. But the home plate umpire, Mark Ledner, said struck 2, and so that was a live ball. But Shed is out, 1 away. I'll tell you what. I mean, it's a ball, and everybody knows it, and that's a late call on a 3-1 pitch up, and even the hitter didn't realize that he had made it because it was such a subtle call. That's a bad break for the Blue Jays and Bichette. And I wonder what led him to second guess that him because he was.
Welcome, football fans, to Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers.
You guys looking strong there. Got the hitter seeing the runner.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started, and we're off from Levi Stadium.
I haven't even been watching. I've been watching the other game instead.
Making some progress here.
I was watching baseball.
Sets him up almost at midfield.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here.
0-0 still.
That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
I gotta pay attention playing this guy because this guy, I played him a good amount of time over the last couple of years. He's got a good little scheme.
Birdie throw here to start. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings.
He holds on to that when I click on it and hit stick him with Malone. My players drop it when they get hit. Really touched.
And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
So Taylor Rapp.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Here he goes, third and long. Throws caught, and they're going to bring him down at the 36.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Purdy gonna go on forward. And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
Oh, the pick that they give me. It's better to be knocked down. This game is too funny. It's like, oh, I guess it's better me having it than him catching it, but it's just funny, the open ones that I'll drop, and then it's like, you know which one will give you? The one when you lose 20 yards. So that was making me drop that one.
All right, Bill's the line now.
Sports.
First and 10.
In the game.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released to alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Air it out on third. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they fail to score. We'll actually get to that other side of it.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's got to gain a 6 there. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Now here he goes. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Now a give to Cook, running left. And he comes through big here, 9 yards, it's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Running for the marker on second. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, they need 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen.
Ooh, nice pick. Look at the animation though. That guy. He wanted. I know he wanted that. I didn't think he was gonna get that kind of animation though. Look at that dive in front. Look at that.
Able to come through, pick their guys up, and get that football right back through their offense.
49ers to the line. First and 10. One read to give to McCaffrey. And it is 6 yards to begin this one. We got 2nd and 4. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. And the gun is Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a 49er first down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set, first and 10. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Fullback's got it, look at the power! And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal. At the 2-yard line.
Fullback trying to power him across. Charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers get their first points of this game just before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. No, he loves to do this. Kyle Shanahan telling his offense to stay out there, tack on 2 more. Here's Purdy to throw for it. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. He's got this complete to James Cook. Down to the 10. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin-up, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. And he can do his damage big time.
Knock this through, and they'll take a lead into the break. The kick is good, and we're looking at an entirely different game now here at halftime as they've taken the lead on that final play. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Holding jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't run out. Did you say no?
No. Why not? Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Back to throw now, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. He brings it in. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time and forced the 4th down. Looking to throw. He connects downfield. They haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st. Handoff here to Davis. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game.
I was my receiver who got the ball like 1 time yellow.
It gets you good yardage. It sets up your play action. And keeps that defense honest.
It's a double-digit game.
Hit the ball 1 time and didn't get hit, and you're yellow.
Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Like what?
They're going to throw out of the gun. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scrapes a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Oops.
Throwing here, Allen. Allen loses it. And that's 49ers football.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape from the entire season, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. That's that type of effort that coaches want to see from everyone in the field.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Dose of the hurry up here.
It's fourth down.
Looking to throw. Kittle makes the catch. And he has this to the opposing 35.
I can guarantee you that's going to be a Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. Just one quarter remaining in this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And all someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taron Johnson has it. And the Bills get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And they need more of those as they trail by a score. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
This time he's looking to throw. Flush out now to his left. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But Kate, play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Got his man. Shakir has it. And they will finally catch up.
Stuff they let you catch and stuff they don't let you catch is absolutely ridiculous.
One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them
Absolutely
17
ridiculous.
yards on 4th down and gets them the first. Going right side, Davis with it. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. We need something positive here. Allen to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
He's back to throw. Drops it off to Cook. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So we do get a timeout from the defense just before the 2-minute warning. So one more play before we reach that break. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Allen fires out wide complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Bills holding just a 1-point advantage. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Trying to the left side with Cook. And he scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits. And they nearly got it there.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Chiefs get lost again.
They'll run it with Cook. Space, left sideline, and he's off to
Good game, man. That was a dogfight.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like I was losing interest in the things I love. Then I found a chance to live in the light. Discover Capilida. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Capilida is proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders and weight gain were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, and dry mouth. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor how Caplyta can help you let in the light. Find savings at Caplyta.com.
I was tired of being told no.
Ooh, up to 993.
I have no idea if anyone would buy anything.
It's so loud that I actually...
Still not sure I got enough time to do what I want to do. But there's 5 days.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we put it inside burritos and tacos
Stinky
anyway.
Winky.
Chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic.
Well, supposedly we were going to have 2 veterans, but under the headline and heading of the best laid plans of mice and men, we have a 24-year-old Scherzer and a 20-year-old Kershaw.
Now that I know this is my last one, it just makes it that much more special. It's been so fun to compete against them all these years. You know, drafted the same year. It's so fortunate I've gotten that opportunity.
Alright, 9 o'clock. We're done for the night.
Everybody was fired up to watch Randy Johnson, who had 294 wins in his career. Greg Maddox, 300.
Thanks for watching, people. Have a great night. Peace out.
3 wins in his career at that point.